No one ever wanted to leave the boxing ring without tasting the sweet moment of victory. Once the warriors enter in, they only have two options. It's either to rule or be ruled. No matter how consistent the fighter dominates the bout, there is always an element of surprise that may be struck in a devastating fashion.
Best thing ever in my life is love. From whom? From my family, from my wife, my kids. I don't think we can get anything better. If you can really be loved and really love people, there's no better. Nothing can come close to it.
9, can you continue? You want to go?
In boxing, proving who is the best might sometimes take more than one night of battle.
The decision is a split decision draw.
I'm ready to do it again.
In a matter of pride and glory, these boxing giants are on their way to conquer their fate and shock the entire boxing world for a trilogy that might cement their rivalry, only to guarantee their spots of boxing's greatest.
They throw the towel in from the Wilder corner, and Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Welcome to the Fight Breakdown film, presented by Boring Media. Wild, brutal, ruthless. 3 words may describe this bad man, but behind his wicked intentions inside the boxing ring, there's a story worth sharing.
That is a statement.
I am the most baddest man on the planet.
Deontay Wilder, a 19-year-old Alabama native, had been in survival mode, facing multiple life circumstances.
You know, many years I worked for other people. Many years I put a lot of money in other people's pockets. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. I had no choice.
After the birth of his first child, he immediately dropped out of college and searched for life. Found boxing in 2005 at Sky Gym at Northport, Alabama, led by JD's. A gym that at first glance seems to be a car garage, but inside, it turns out as the shelter for the dreamers, and soon a home of the future Hall of Famer.
I started working with him, and I noticed that when I wasn't next to him, where everybody typically does everything you want, when you walk away, they just don't do much. I look back and he was still really working on the things that we talked about. I said, I might have something here. This kid's different.
Wilder wasted no time furnishing his masterpiece while working for Budweiser as a delivery driver. For him, each tick of the clock has something to say about her daughter's life, and the best way to secure the future of her princess is to learn how to box. Got his first career highlights in the 2008 Summer Olympics, putting a show off of his bad intentions and exploding punches. He then got the bronze medal, including his brand new moniker. As a pro, in 2012 he piled up a ruthless 26-win streak, all by knockout.
Everybody has their due season. It may not come when you want it, but it's always on time, and tonight was my time.
3 years later, he demolished the Canadian destroyer Bermain Stavern to win the WBC heavyweight title.
I stood up and with a loud voice, I said, get him, Deontay.
As much as to say, is that all you've got? And now he's starting to put the big attack together. And the bell comes.
Bringing glory back for his homeland after a 9-year absence of American fighters among world heavyweight champions. From a father who had nothing and gambles everything for the sake of her beloved daughter, to a hero of his homeland that adores by his people.
I promised my daughter Naya when she was 1 year old that Daddy would be a world champion. And now it's a reality. That promise has been fulfilled. And now I'm promising you guys, we're gonna bring all the belts back to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Moving on to Manchester, Lancashire, United Kingdom, there's also a man who devotes himself and fights for glory in the genuine danger of the sport of boxing.
Lovely fast hands.
Starting to show his boxing skills now in this fourth round.
They call him the Gypsy King, son of the Irish travelers who live under the tradition of gypsies.
But a lot of people think that travellers means that someone who travels around in a caravan and who speaks fast and has loads of dogs and stuff like you see on Snatch. That just is not what it is.
Tyson Fury has a strong boxing heritage. His father had been in the fight game as a bare-knuckle fighter and also compete in the 1980s as a pro boxer, as Gypsy Johnny Fury.
More or less a local boy here, Lancastrian Gypsy Johnny Fury, and if Fury
and his distant blood relative, the legendary Bartley Gorman, the bare-knuckle undisputed champion who known as the King of the Gypsies.
See, you can't be a fighter if you're afraid of anyone. Forget about it. You've got to be in it to know what it's like.
At an early age, Tyson was exposed to bare-knuckle fighting as part of their culture to resolve their disputes. This kind of competition shapes the young Tyson Fury to develop sportsmanship and transformed into an unfeared gladiator known today. As an amateur, Fury won the bronze medal in the AIBA Championship in 2006 and captured the silver medal at the European Junior Championship in 2007. Had been in a brawl with his fellow British undefeated warrior Derek Chisora in 2012 and captured the British and Commonwealth heavyweight title.
And I want to thank my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Without him, I'm nothing. Second of all credit goes to me Uncle Huey. Without him, this all wouldn't have been possible.
Fury made his first US debut, facing the former cruiserweight world champion Stephen Cunningham in a wild, bloody fight at the Madison Square Garden. Fury showing off, disrespecting Cunningham at the first round.
Fury now taunting him, saying, come on, shoving.
In second, he tasted the vengeful overhand right of Steve that put him in canvas.
Cunningham has floored Fury.
And in round 7, Fury sees for the clear opening.
Steve's almost done here. Look at this.
Oh, there's another coming in. He's down. Cunningham is knocked down by Fury. Fury got the right in, and Cunningham is floored.
American fans welcomed the young British with their warm applause.
Not go from in and not get wet. This is a fight, and a fight it was. And Cunningham put up a good fight, but he lost to the better fighter on the night. Congratulations, Steve Cunningham. Big clap. Come on, people, show your appreciation for an absolute war of a fight.
Tyson Fury in his U.S. debut is undefeated, knocking out
as these
Cunningham.
boxing's giants striving for glory and keeping their wheels on the road to boxing's greatest, crossing one's path was rocketing high in possibilities.
So hard to find, it's the real damn thing. Don't be wasting any time, I got somewhere to be. Always on the grind, yeah, you know me. Hold the crown will be mine, you can call me king. A matter of time for you all love me. Finally at my prime, right where I wanna be. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me.
In 2014, Tyson Fury started his campaign towards world titles, listed Vladimir Klitschko as a mandatory target. While in 2015 Deontay Wilder, destroying those who attempted to grasp his most prestigious boxing belt, the WBC heavyweight title.
But through my faith, through the people that I surround myself by, through my big heart, big will, and most of all my motivation of my children, I can't allow no man to come in here and take what I done earned.
Fight time in his career. This crowd ready to erupt like a volcano as they anticipate the end. Some momentum. And he catches Wilder with a left hook. Well, there's a great shot, and he goes down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue. Wilder seals the deal.
After diverting the dream of Melina into its greatest nightmare, Wilder is about to collide against the French dozer, Johann Reptile Duhaupas, for the second title defense of his WBC crown. The French warrior's impressive heart and toughness challenged the young champion in a bloody dogfight.
Duhaupas blocking some and eating some. Now he's eating more. That took by Wilder. Right hand.
However, Deontay Wilder's continuous assault leaves no doubt to the referee's mind for stopping the bout.
Offensive output. Big shots. Jack Reese will take another look. Here comes Wilder. This should be it. It is.
The winner by TKO and still a heavyweight champion, the bronze bomber, Wilder.
Back in 2014, the Gypsy King, with his fully furnished tactics and rectified mistakes, chasing one head at a time for a chance to put an end to the 16 years of reign of the Ukrainian giant, Vladimir Klitschko.
Have you got a message for Klitschko?
Yes, I have. Vladimir Klitschko, suck my balls. How about that?
Oh, great shot. Terrific right.
In London, and man, you know how I feel. I want Klitschko next.
Giants have arrived to the ring.
Millions watching around the world. Meine Damen und Herren, Dame Gospoda, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it
Boy, protect yourselves a long time. Let's go.
There, Fury steps forward and lands a left hand. Up there.
Knockout may seem prominent to him.
Hard right hand for Klitschko, lands on Fury's face.
He's not punching. I mean, look at that. Fury touches him, Vladimir don't hit him back.
And nice cut again from doing it.
Oh, left hook for Fury.
Klitschko went for a home run left hook and got caught with it.
Good shot.
Placed a really good right hand by Klitschko.
That was his best right hand of the fight. Oh, good shot. Big left hook by Fury. As Vladimir momentarily lost himself in the ring. Oh, good shot. Seconds to go. Left hook by Klitschko is a good one. There's all this aggression from Klitschko earlier in the fight when it might have made a bigger difference.
Either the heavyweight championship of the world just changed hands, or we're about to win.
And the new era of boxing's giants was born.
by unanimous decision from the United Kingdom.
He's done it! There is a new era in heavyweight boxing. One of the biggest upsets in the last few years has happened here.
This is a dream come true.
Da ist ein Traum wahr geworden.
We worked so hard for this. You know, it's been 6 months and
6 Monate habe ich mich vorbereitet und endlich ist das wahr geworden. Ich kann es kaum glauben, dass ich es geschafft habe.
I just want to dedicate this to Milko Yuri.
So again, Deontay Wilder, what do you think about a fight?
Well, you know, why do we need to mention Deontay Wilder? Why would we have to be bothered about a novice basketball player who just came to boxing a couple of years ago? I'm a true natural fighter, I've been doing it all my life. If Deontay Wilder wants a unification fight, he's going to have to wait because Vladimir Klitschko has a round 2. Ding, 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 ding.
After the Gypsy King's greatest dream turns into a reality, 2 months later, the Bronze Bomber is about to defuse the Polish technician, Artur the Pin, Spilka.
Sunday, baby, you're going down. Deal. You're going down. Deal. You're going down. Deal. Yes, deal. And go deal.
Spilka's slick and awkward style makes Wilder fought patiently like a hungry tiger, hunting its prey. Spilka fought almost flawlessly at round 9.
There's
but it's all too late for the Polish technician.
Yeah, forcing a bit of an uncomfortable tempo in case.
People don't understand and don't give these fighters enough credit. They always say this fighter's this or bomb this, but they got to understand we risk our lives in here each and every time. And as you can see, man, we don't know. He may be all right now, but you know, the couple of days has on, you don't know what may happen. So he's definitely in my prayer, and I hope he's doing well.
And the good news is, as we're told.
Listen, there's only one Tyson Fury. What you got to say about that, Deontay?
You just a phony, man. This is just for act. You know where I am, you know what time, you know what place. I ain't scared of nobody. I'll come to your backyard, baby, for that, my man. I promise you that.
Anytime,
when you up in the ring with a real fighter, when you ain't you can run around like you a preacher and all that you want, but baby, I promise you, when you step in the ring, I will baptize you.
I don't live a strict lifestyle. I don't even live an athlete's lifestyle. It's an absolute disgrace to call me an athlete. You couldn't call me an athlete. Absolutely not. I'll have to show you what the athlete looks like. This is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. There you go. Does that look like a fighter's body? Clearly not. Do I give a fuck? No. Have a look. Fat man. That's who beat you. Shame on you, my friend.
Shame on me.
Shame on you. You let a fat man beat you.
Later in 2016, the highly anticipated rematch of the two boxing's giants was in jeopardy, has been postponed in July due to Fury's ankle injury, rescheduled in October, which was sooner cancelled after the Gypsy King declared medically unfit.
What does it all really mean? Nothing, does it?
Look at him flying.
I'm still trying to figure out what life's about. Trying to find where you fit in.
Rapidly, Fury falling off, from the mountaintop of his dream, down to the bottom of uncertainty, from being victorious in every battle, yet only defeated by the demons within.
He said, what are you going to do after you beat Klitschko? I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Probably be depressed for the next 2 years. I said, because after every high, there's going to be a massive low. And I did. I couldn't control it. I knew it was coming, but couldn't stop it. It was like a steam train rolling at 100 miles an hour and trying to stand in front of it, no stopping it.
While the Gypsy King stepped down off the pinnacle and faced the biggest fight of his life, Deontay Wilder continuously defending his throne. However, as he became one of the most wanted in the heavyweight division, needless to say, the challenges are getting tougher and rougher.
It's going to end right now.
In his fourth defense, Wilder dominated the Mexican-American legend, Chris the Nightmare Ariala, in front of Alabama crowd. Following year, Deontay put a blemish to the perfect record of the rising career of Gerald Washington. A rematch against Bermane Stavern ends up in a brutal first-round stoppage. Four months later, Wilder faced the King Kong Ortiz in a roller coaster brawl. The heavyweight matchup that reminisces the classic, exciting, and remarkable bout of boxing's giants that any boxing fans wanted.
Deontay needed.
Wilder bombs away from the Bronx Bomber.
A sportsmanship between two gladiators.
The undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Wilder.
Back in June of 2018, Tyson Fury, trying to regain everything he had left after the massive breakdown of his career,
and this could be one of the greatest comeback stories in British boxing history.
It could be a comeback wake-up call or again, a beginning of a new regretful decision. Fighting in his homeland at Manchester, Fury faced the Albanian boxer, Tyson
Fury, the former undefeated world heavyweight champion.
Under his new trainer, Ben Davison, Fury was determined to bring back the glory by his unfading footwork, speed, and power.
Seen that before? You ever seen that before? Never.
Despite the tragedy, he reset his career and stopped Safari by an early TKO win.
Starting to show his boxing skills now in this fourth round. And I think it's all over.
2 months later, his most awaited moments came.
Important step for him. He must execute. He must complete the task and get the job done. Tyson, I'm here, baby. I can't wait to see you, big mama.
Fighting at Belfast against the Italian ace Francesco Pianetta.
Scheduled for 10 rounds, and it is an international heavyweight contest.
Fury is finally one step ahead towards the new beginning. The bigger, taller, and quicker Tyson Fury fought confidently against the tough Italian ace. The fight lasts till the end of the rounds, and Fury won by an obvious majority decision.
I said, send me the contract. They sent the contract. I said yes. And now he gets his chance to fight the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. But one thing I promise when I go to Las Vegas is I'm knocking you the fuck out, boom.
Every victim that stepped in the ring, I'd have knocked them out in devastating fashion. You've never been knocked out, but you're gonna feel the experience, what it feels to get hit by the bronze bomber. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
I want you to. I want you to.
I promise you.
And next time you get in my face, make sure
I promise you. I'll bring you up in here. Don't touch me.
It's been years before these two giants met again, for a calling of greatness that will always be remembered in the new age of boxing's giants.
Champion or Dosser, Fury, Conman or King. We will see. The WBC World Heavyweight Championship is about to begin.
Looks like you see that right out before Wilder.
An explosive, unpredictable, and eye-catching showdown happened in front of thousands of boxing fans. Two giants are breaching with each other defenses, throwing bombs and concretes. Only a blink of an eye and unperfected timing can make a difference.
Somehow Fury has managed to get up. The referee is having a very, very close look at him. Is he going to allow him to continue? In the last round, is Wilder going to turn this one around? He has another big left hook. And Fury needs to hold on and buy time. Fury crazily, his arms behind his back. That's counters. Oh, what a left hand from Fury. 5 seconds. And the bell goes a little early, and Fury jumps onto the ropes and celebrates. That's pay-per-view! One of the most extraordinary final rounds you would ever see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at Staples Center, the decision is a split decision draw.
I'm ready to do it again.
After the dramatic fight that brings back the spark in the history of boxing's heavyweights, an immediate rematch should be the next thought. However, as the WBC belt must be retained anytime sooner, Wilder and Fury once again separated paths on a two-way road with the same endpoint.
Never been to a baptism?
Nope.
This time around.
But I'll turn up for one when I baptize you.
Wilder again retained his WBC belt twice in 2019. Knocking out two heavyweights' toughest challengers in a devastating fashion. The same year, Tyson Fury victoriously captured the WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title and defended the lineal heavyweight title in a bloody 12 rounds of battle against Otto Wallin.
Good body shot, and that really thudded into the body of Wallin. And now Fury goes looking for it. With enormous credit, but Fury tremendously handicapped. He knows he's won the fight, but Wallin celebrates as well.
Then again the rivalry continues. The top heavyweights in 21st century once again crossed paths to refine their first fight and conclude who's the righteous king, who deserves the throne of greatness of the modern heavyweights. The unpredictable power, the one-time puncher, the bronze bomber, mostly changes the flow of the game with just a blink of an eye. Against the Gypsy King, who's looking for redemption, the flexible giant, who can move like a quick middleweight and possesses a sharp mind game.
Look at me, I'm quaking. Ooh. Good luck.
Very simply, one of the biggest fights in British boxing history, and if Tyson Fury wins it, Britain will have control of the heavyweight division like
Wilder against Fury, all the talking now over, and the fight is about to begin. We're underway. He said he would command centre ring and take the fight to Wilder, put Wilder onto the ground.
Fury comes in behind the jab. The right hand came behind the jab. And he puts him down. Fury scores the knockdown in round number 3.
Arms above his head, believes he's on his way to victory now. What a shot, and it was hand speed, and how well can Wilder recover from that? Fury goes looking for him, another big right hand, and Wilder's on unsteady legs.
Here in the 3rd round, Wilder is down again. That is no knockdown.
He's still shaking.
Kenny Bayless says no knockdown.
Big right hands from Fury, and Wilder is just fighting on instinct, trying to survive. And he looks so groggy.
Skill in his nimbleness, and another knockdown is scored. A body shot to Wilder. 2nd time he's been down. Split the guard as Wilder's in bad shape. This fight is over. A TKO victory. There is only one. There is only one. Crown the king, the lone undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury, the champion.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
For Tyson Fury, he finally prevails out of the abyss of pure darkness and finally achieved the redemption. The comeback victory cemented the history and leaves no doubt to put his name among the greatest heavyweights in modern boxing. For Deontay Wilder, it's a new challenge and acceptance. Embracing the tragic loss would be his new foundation to rise once more and soon again become a champion. On October 9, 2021, Deontay Wilder will have his chance to take back his crown, while Tyson Fury has the opportunity to prove that he's the reigning and defending heavyweight king in modern era of boxing's giants.